Things we wish Jesus hadn't said. My name is David Madison, the 25th of August 2020, and this is episode 36 in a series of videos on that topic. I have a graduate degree in theology and a PhD in biblical studies, but I have to hand it to Mark Twain for getting it right when he said the best cure for Christianity is reading the Bible. So let's take a close look and see why Mark Twain was absolutely correct. I suppose it's common for folks in the pews to hear stories told from the pulpit that sound quite nice, that are quite amazing, but when we scrutinize the stories carefully, they turn out to be not so nice. Indeed, we can say, wow, that's really bad theology right there in the Bible. Let's take a look at a couple of stories in John's Gospel, in many ways the worst of the four. John chapter 9 is a long story about a man who was born blind. Jesus heals him, restores his sight. And the Pharisees investigate the incident. Was he really blind? They even go to ask his parents, who confirm that the guy was blind from birth. Happy ending, by the way. The man who was healed believes Jesus is the Son of Man, the Son of God, and worships him. But at least a couple of things here make us wince. How does Jesus heal the blindness? First of all, he says, I am the light of the world. Then he spat on the ground and made mud with the saliva and spread the mud on the man's eyes, saying to him, go wash in the pool of Siloam. Ask your eye doctor how she feels about putting mud on your eyes. Then he went and washed and came back able to see. The author of John's Gospel has borrowed from ancient folklore. Magic mud is used to heal congenital blindness. How does this differ from the potions that Harry, Hermione, and Ron learn at Hogwarts? Of course, the original audience of John's Gospel was impressed. Wow, a holy man made magic mud. We know better. But here's the thing we wish Jesus hadn't said. The disciples asked, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? And Jesus answered, neither this man nor his parents sinned. He was born blind so that God's works might be revealed in him. Night is coming when no one can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. This is the kind of theobabble that John is famous for, but it's also bad theology. He was born blind so that God's works might be revealed in him. His suffering, his affliction, was imposed so that God can make points. That's John's sick theology for you. Of course, there's no history here. The story is contrived so that Jesus can say, I am the light of the world. Blindness cured equals, I am the light of the world. Get it? See what I mean by John being one of the worst Gospels? Then in John 11, we find the famous story of Jesus raising Lazarus. This is a voice-activated resurrection. Jesus stands at the tomb and says, Lazarus, come out. Jesus says a magic spell, in essence. This is contrived too, in order for Jesus to say, I am the resurrection and the life. But here's another big thing we wish Jesus hadn't said. Beforehand, Jesus told his disciples, Lazarus is dead. For your sake, I am glad I was not there, so that you may believe. So Jesus lets his friend die to make a point. This is contrived too. It's a stunt. It's bad theology invented by John, who has given us too much stuff we wish Jesus hadn't said.